Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Ameya and we are discussing today about the software called Cura Engine. So this is basically a software which comes in between your CAD modeling and actual 3D printing. So this Cura Engine software is used to create the programs which can be run on your 3D printers. So your CAD model will be transferred to a layer file and that layer file toolpath will be transferred to your printer. Okay, so how to download Cura software? You can just visit the Ultimaker website. There you will find Ultimaker Cura, and in which you will be having two options, that is download for free and get enterprise edition. There are various features, additional features which they provide in the enterprise edition. Right now we will just go with download for free option, and you can just select what kind of OS you are using right now, and you can select whichever OS you want, and you can just download, click on download now. So this will start your downloading. It will take somewhere around 150 MBs of file approximately. So once it is downloaded, you can just run the setup and Cura will be installed in your system. If your system is not having the high specifications, you can always find with the previous older versions of the software. There are different previous older versions of softwares are available, so you can select from those also. The process basically remains same. There are various options which are added in the latest versions. Okay, so I have just downloaded this before starting this video, so I will just run this setup and we can just run the Cura setup for you, and let's see what kind of options we get in this setup will not take much time. So yeah, so first step is to be continue, then they will have some license agreement. You can say I agree, then there will be file path. You can just browse to different locations in your PC where you want to store that Cura software, and then there is a required space available, which you will minimum space which is required. Those specifications you can just go ahead. The It will ask for shortcuts. If you go for select do not shortcut, it will not add a shortcut on your desktop. And this is an important thing. So components what you want to install and when you want to open your Cura file. So it will give you the options of opening 3MF, AMF, okay, STL, 3D printing files, opening with Cura. By default, it will give you open STL files with Cura, and it basically gives you the option of these many files which can be opened through Cura. All of them are basically 3D printing file formats. So STL is by default. If you are frequently using 3MF, you can just go with the 3MF and say install the software. Okay, so it will extract that file and it will install the Cura software in your system. Now whenever you generate a 3D printing file, let us understand what kind of file formats your CAD software provides. So the CAD software basically provides you the basic STL format. All the softwares you can start with STL format, and this Cura will support the STL format. So those STL files you can easily open in Cura, and there is standard procedure of slicing that software, selecting the printer, then applying different temperature zones and layer height, densities, everything we will be discussing in the coming videos. So those all things can be done in Cura, and the output of Cura file is basically your G code, where that code will give the location of your tool which is moving in your Ultimaker printer. Okay, so that is basically a G code file. You can store that G code file in your PC, or you can store that G code file in your SD card or pen drive, and you can transfer it to your Ultimaker system or any printer, whichever printer you are selecting, and that's it. That printer will be reading that G code file and printing your actual prototype which you are basically trying to print. So why Cura is or why Cura is more popular? Because it is quite user friendly. It is easy to understand. You get a 3D experience, more user friendly 3D experience. You can do various things with Cura, and you can control various things in Cura before printing. Okay, so now this is in setup is done, we will just finish the setup and just see how the GUI of Cura looks like, and we will be discussing more details in the coming videos for the how to set up the 3D files, how to call 3D files in Cura, all those things we will be discussing in coming video. So this Cura will be added to your system. If you check the desktop, you will have the Cura icon on your desktop. Okay, and in start bar also Ultimaker Cura 4.8 is the version which we have installed. So that is the version of Cura right now, it is available, and right away it will start with the getting started options, and it will show you various options. Now let's see what are the different things, initial setups you want to do with Cura. So what's new in Ultimaker 4.0? It will give you the different things which are updated in 4.0, what kind of bugs are fixed. Then just go to next. Then you can give feedback to Ultimaker. Yeah, then you can have a account. You can create a Ultimaker account and then proceed, or you can have already have, you can sign in, or you can just go to skip and get into the next part. This is very important part, which is adding a printer into Cura. So this is where you need to know what kind of printer is available with you. Okay, so there are options of all the Ultimaker printers which are available in market. We have Ultimaker Extended 2 at my place, so I will be selecting Ultimaker Extended 2. So what this will do is this will get all the properties of Ultimaker Extended 2, that is bed size and everything, what kind of nozzles are there, if it is single extruder, double extruder, everything, every property will be taken from the reference of Ultimaker 2. And similarly, you have a lot of Ultimakers. You can custom your printer also. You can add custom. So what kind of printer you have, those things you can easily add in your custom printer. So we are going with Ultimaker Extended 2 right now. Okay, and if there is a printer which is connected in a network, you can add printer to the network also, but generally we prefer to go for the non-network printer, where you can do all the settings and then transfer file to SD card. Okay, so I'm going with next Ultimaker 2 Extended, and you can see there is a table or bed which is getting added in your Ultimaker 2 Extended. The control is very simple. You can just scroll in and scroll down for your zoom in, zoom out. You can just press right click to rotate. Okay, and you can use left click for selection of the object. So this is how your Cura setup or the GUI will look like, where you can add file from the left hand side. Okay, you can change printer, you can add printer or manage printer from this tab. There is a prepare, preview and monitor option. If your printer is connected, you can monitor your print. Preview is basically showing how the slicing will be done, how many number of slices. Then there is a view control at the bottom. So I can just go with isometric, front, side, top, all the views which are basic views are available. And this is the most important thing, that is printer settings. Okay, so we will be going through how to add a file and then how to do the printer setting, basic printer settings for your Cura software in the coming video. Okay, so this is what I want to discuss in this video, that is how to install Cura software into a system. Once it is running, then you can add different files from your CAD model into the Cura software. So if you like this content, do subscribe my channel, follow my channel for the latest content related to various things, CAD, PDMS, Cura, QCAD, everything, and keep following. Thank you for joining.